Just Rabs here. So I found myself in an awkward situation. I recently finished my first draft and I'm kind of letting it rest before I pick it up to edit again, and find myself missing writing. I just miss the feeling, you know? I've been finding myself missing the writing, scrolling through Reddit, Google, anything where I could find writing prompts. Like literally, I have never laughed at my own thoughts so hard when reading some of these. I found some classic memes that were forwarded to me that included writer prompts. Why not make a video about this and encourage others to laugh just the same? You swerve to avoid a squirrel. Unknown to you, the squirrel pledges a life debt to you. In your darkest hour, the squirrel arrives. Now this was hilarious. Like, imagine your darkest hour is like you ate a burrito you shouldn't have ate. You were having a bad day, so that was a tipping point of the day, and you're just like ripping ass on the toilet like 5 times in a row. Like, I would just love to see in that context how the squirrel comes to comfort you in the darkest hour. You live on an abandoned island. Describe your morning routine. Oh, you know, skincare. The first thought that came to my mind with this one was just like, you know, those epic morning routines and how to get started with productivity straight at 6 a.m. in the morning. That is what I would do on an island. Insects on Earth are just a mild annoyance and nothing more. Insects on other alien planets are considered to be the greatest threat to the galaxy. Now this wasn't funny. No, this wasn't funny. I had this... That isn't even a thought you should put into the existence. Like, that isn't even a thought the universe should manifest or hear. One day, you wake up with $30 and a note that says, for rent. The thing is, you aren't renting out the place. The next day, you see a spider, and right before you kill it, you hear it say, please, I paid my rent, don't kill me. Deathly scared of spiders, and it's funny, because I literally just killed one like a minute ago. While setting up, I literally just killed one. Okay, but the thing with this one is I could see this as like a YA thriller. Something horrifying, like maybe a spider army that it infests in the room and the wall. Or I could see this to be like a really wholesome, lovey-dovey new friendship, you know? Like a quarantine friendship, because we can't go out and spend time with our actual friends. A friendship that never really exists in our societal narrative. I like it. You finally get to live out your dream of living a teen dystopian novel. Only issue, the new government is actually trying to be helpful instead of randomly murdering teens. Then you live your ultimate teen dream and get sleep and stable mental health. The kicker of this is the reply. You're walking home from work one evening when a figure in dark gray clothing steps out from the shadows. Follow me, you're not safe here, he says. An equally shady person appears from behind you. Don't listen to him, it's a trap. A third person appears next to you exclaiming, do not listen to either of them, they are both here to harm you. You turn to run into the street when a fourth figure appears. You cut him off and yell, nope, 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 as you push them onto the ground. As you run, you think to yourself, why was I born to be the main character? You've had a timer on your wrist your entire life, counting down to the moment you would meet your soulmate. However, as the last few minutes tick by, you find yourself in an empty alley in the dead of night. The timer reaches 0 and fades off your wrist. Still, no one was around. Where were they? A whimper echoes through the alley. After investigating, you find 5 newborn puppies crowded around their dead mother. It clicks. Okay. Okay, but that's the whole story. This is what made me snort. You went too far. I didn't see this part. Plot twist, you are a dog. While putting your favorite condiment on a sandwich, you accidentally make a magical occult symbol and summon a demon. Hey, as long as the demon don't steal my fucking sandwich, I'm good. But then it continues. You silently take 2 more slices of bread out of the package and make another sandwich. You put it on a plate with a handful of potato chips and hand it to the demon. He takes the sandwich, smiles, and vanishes in a puff of demonic smoke. The next day you get the job promotion you were after. There was no contract, no word spoken. You owe nothing. But every now and then another demon pops in for lunch. Demons don't often get homemade sandwiches. Oh, to be a demon. Getting offered a homemade sandwich. I swear, I feel like this entire video is just gonna be me laughing. No input, just laughing to these things. Your evil cult has toiled for 1,000 years to free your Dark Lord from his ancient prison. Upon his release, it turns out that 1,000 years worth of introspection has completely changed him from what your cult had experienced. Sorry, expected. Okay, I've never read Harry Potter, but isn't that just Harry Potter? Isn't that, it was the Voldemort guy, the noseless guy, isn't that his story? Isn't that his story? Everyone knows the legend of the werewolf, but no one's ready to be the legendary Yowl Wolf. Now this one, I'm gonna let that speak for itself. Some people, dorky as fuck. What people don't realize about crime is the amount of administration involved. The mob is growing and the admin team needs new recruits. The job isn't flashy like mob boss or hitman, but someone needs to be doing the filing, order stationery, organize diaries, and answer the phone. I actually really like that. Imagine you are like the top secretary. Not even top, you're like the intern that the mob hired to do like filing. You have to, not even like the computer filing, you have to go into the archive with the paper files, the ones that take forever during the day. And the story is basically you just hearing good and badass shit happen around you, but your ass is stuck filing, getting coffee for the secretaries that are like above you, and hearing the tea at break time, and then just going home to your five puppies that you found. You are stuck in a time loop. You are living the same day over and over again. Instead of the same things happening, different things happen. Isn't that just a different day? Therefore, you are unable to convince anyone that you are reliving the same day, and you are starting to lose your mind. Wait, what? Wait. Now hold up. You are living the same day over and over again. Instead of the same things happening, different things are happening. So doesn't that mean it's a different day? This is just routine. This is just the poor art of routine and our society. This is just routine. It's like waking up and going to school, coming back home, doing homework. This is reality. It's not... Maybe I'm just not like conceptualizing it right. After the wash cycle has finished, you witness something moving amongst your wet clothes. Suddenly, a person emerges from the washing machine. Is this what led to that fish fucking movie? The Oscar-winning one? So this can either go two ways. Aquaman or fish fucking. I'm envisioning either Aquaman telling you to use less detergent, or it's the fish fucking. A witch curses the princess to be never loved by a man, but the princess is never attracted to the men in the first place. Honestly, this one, not even funny, pure genius. The witch thought. The witch thought. And the princess became the thought that the witch thought she would not become the thought, but the witch, the princess, became a thought. For women, so it's like holy. This video is just me laughing and being stupid, so I'm just gonna stop there.